What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video you will find a lot of free education. Make sure to subscribe because every week I share some free education here on my YouTube channel. Now, as you know, I'm mainly a smart money trader. My strategies are based on smart money, but we need to talk about it for a second. Smart money has great concepts, but at the same time, as you know, 90% of traders are still losing money. And you might wonder why they're still losing money. Of course, psychology has a role in this, but also I will say that smart money by itself is not something that makes you profitable. The concepts are great, but by itself, they don't make you profitable. Actually, constructing and developing a system that works and has an edge on the market is what really makes the difference. I hope that you can really find the informations that you need in order to become successful just by looking at my free channel, but at the same time, in the description below, you can find the links to actually join my course. My course, both the 1.0 and also the 2.0, is included with any membership from the monthly all the way to the lifetime, or also there is the option to have some one-on-one lessons. So make sure to check my website and then I'll see you on the video.
Okay. So this is for market structure. Let's see it on chart. Yeah. So perfect. So why did I enter that buy over there? Because, well, let's see the first 4 hours. Okay. So 4 hours, for example. I can do it with replay if you want. Perfect. So 4 hours is developing. Already we have break of structure to the downside. 4 hours trend. The 4 hours trend is bearish, and we're looking for sales here. Now, keep in mind that if you are on the 1 hour, you might get lost because you're like, but wait, in the 1 hour, well, the 1 hour looks the same in this case, so it's not really a problem. Or the 15 minutes. If you get lost in these, that you're just looking at the current thing that is going on, and just look here, you're like, oh, this is a bullish trend, you know, and it hasn't changed yet. You can have that type of reasoning, but if you start from the 4 hours, try to understand the overall direction, and then you align your lower time frames with that direction. So here, as you see, we keep going to the downside. Here we break again. We can look for more sales entries as we are confirming that we are bearish. We are overall inside the 4 hours bearish trend. Okay, here you might get lost that if you are on the 1 hour, you might be like, okay, but here I have my change of direction, and therefore I should enter from demand, you know. But if we are inside an overall bearish trend right here on the 4 hours and we're still bearish, this could have been just a retracement to our supply. Yeah, either this one or maybe we're going for the higher one, but I'm saying this can just be a retracement to the supply before continuing. Which is what it turned out to be, actually.
Yeah.
keep going to the downside, and as you can see, this change of direction that you marked out didn't hold for nothing, literally. It just didn't hold at all. We continue to the downside, and therefore, how is our trend? Our trend is still bearish here.
Yeah.
And the key is that if we go on the 1 hour, so or 15 minutes, now I'm doing examples with the 4 hours just to have that clear. If you go to the 4 hours, to the 1 hour, you might get lost into this change of direction, while instead the change of direction that you want to look for is this change of direction. After we touch the supply, you want to see structure changing. So here breaking. Now these breaks, I would personally look to enter from this supply, and we didn't retrace to the supply, so I wouldn't miss my entry. But the concept is this one. You don't want to look for this change of direction right here.
Yeah.
You don't want to enter the buys here because they are against the overtrend. You want to mark out your areas with the trend. So this or this would have been the other area that we would have marked out. And then once we reach the area, you want to look for confirmation. Confirmation means, let's say if we had confirmation on 5 minutes. Confirmation is literally what we do on the other time frames, but applied to lower time frames. So looking for the trend to align with the direction that you want to trade with. So this was right here. Yes. No, we just didn't have any chance to enter. Let me see. No. Because look at the trend. So we have the low. This is the previous high. Okay. High, low, higher high. We are waiting for the trend to turn bearish, right?
Yeah.
And when does it turn bearish? When we break the previous low, basically. In that case, we finally break the structure, which was what was marked out already. But and therefore that's what we were waiting for. After breaking it, we just didn't have a retracement to our entry area. So, but in order to make understand, this is still a very good example.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind that this is the beginning of market structure. We must combine it with liquidity, which is one thing that we will do. We need to do because it's crucial in order to understand. Now, here, what do we have? Both on the 4 hours and the 1 hour, this is straight down. There is no bullish momentum, any sign of bullish momentum. There's nothing. Don't get lost on lower time frames on these little things where you see a high, a low, and a high right here, and you think that we are bullish and therefore you enter from demand. Don't get lost in this. Just follow the overall trend, which is very bearish with strong bearish momentum, and look for clear market structure, not this type of things. A clear market structure that shifts completely and it is aligned with high time frames. So once both the 4 hours and the 1 hour are aligned, then that's what you like to see.
That's why I've lost most trades when I think it's if we're talking about it's breaking down and I think it will turn up and go up. These things I entered in buy and then it go down.
Yeah. But see that I knew that of course you were going to have some issues with just using supply and demand, because they're not complete concepts by themselves. But I think that was a good starting point in order to understand how the market moves compared to support and resistance. And then we're now moving to understanding the direction. And after understanding the direction, next step will be understanding more about liquidity, which will be very, very important because it correlates with also direction. And you, once you cover liquidity, you have almost the complete picture. I'm not saying everything, but the complete picture at least to get started and starting to combine more time frames and combining supply and demand, direction of the market structure, and liquidity. At that point, with those three things, you are good.